In the Horn of Africa, a region defined by its strategic location at the crossroads of continents and cultures, a new and profound transformation is underway. For centuries, this land has been a theater for geopolitical competition, a nexus of ancient trade routes and a landscape of complex political histories. But today, a different kind of race is accelerating, one that could redefine the economic and political destiny of the entire region for generations to come. This is not a contest for territory or ideological influence in the traditional sense. Instead, it is a quiet, high-stakes competition for energy dominance. The global energy map is being redrawn, as the world seeks to diversify its energy sources away from traditional power centers. Attention is turning to frontier regions with untapped potential. The Horn of Africa, with its vast, unexplored geological formations and its proximity to major global shipping lanes, has emerged as a critical, new frontier. The potential rewards are immense: energy independence, vast export revenues, and the power to fuel industrialization for a population of over 150 million people. The risks, however, are equally significant, involving immense capital investment, political instability, and the delicate dance of international diplomacy. At the heart of this contest are three key nations, each with a unique vision for its energy future. Ethiopia, the landlocked giant of the region, is leveraging its immense size and water resources to become a continental powerhouse. Somalia, with the longest coastline in mainland Africa, is emerging from decades of conflict, hoping its offshore riches can fund national reconstruction and secure its comeback. And Djibouti, the small but strategically vital nation, is positioning itself as the indispensable logistical hub, the gateway through which the region's energy will flow to the world. Each country is pursuing a distinct strategy, playing to its natural strengths while navigating significant weaknesses. Their paths are intertwined, creating a complex web of competition and codependence. To understand what's at stake, we must delve into the specifics of each nation's ambition, the resources they command, and the monumental challenges that lie ahead. This is the story of how dams, pipelines, and ports are becoming the new instruments of power in the Horn of Africa. Our first focus is Ethiopia, a nation of over 120 million people with ambitions as vast as its landscape. For decades, Ethiopia's economic strategy has been constrained by its landlocked geography. Now it is betting its future on two colossal energy pillars. The first lies buried deep beneath the arid plains of the Ogaden Basin. Here, proven reserves of natural gas, estimated at several trillion cubic feet, represent a monumental economic opportunity. The plan is ambitious: extract the gas and transport it via a new 700-kilometer pipeline across its territory and through neighboring Djibouti, to a purpose-built export terminal on the Red Sea coast. The second pillar is a statement of power written in concrete and steel: the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, or GERD. Straddling the Blue Nile, this mega-project is one of the largest hydroelectric dams in Africa. With a generating capacity of over 5,000 megawatts, the GERD is designed not just to meet Ethiopia's soaring domestic electricity demand, but to transform the country into the water tower and powerhouse of East Africa. The vision is clear: export surplus electricity to neighbors like Kenya, Sudan, and Djibouti, generating billions in revenue and establishing a new form of regional influence. Next, we turn to Somalia, a nation synonymous with resilience, now poised for what could be a remarkable comeback. After years of political fragmentation and security challenges, a new sense of optimism is taking hold, fueled by the immense potential lying just off its shores. Somalia possesses the longest coastline in mainland Africa, over 3,300 kilometers, fronting some of the most unexplored and promising offshore basins in the world. Recent seismic surveys, the first in a generation, have produced tantalizing data, suggesting geological structures analogous to those in other major hydrocarbon provinces like Mozambique and the Eastern Mediterranean. This potential has not gone unnoticed. The Somali government has been actively reforming its petroleum laws and regulatory framework to attract foreign investment, reopening offshore blocks that have been dormant for decades. This has led to the return of legacy players like Shell and ExxonMobil, who are reactivating their historical claims. They are joined by ambitious newcomers like Coastline Exploration, which has signed production-sharing agreements covering several offshore blocks. If the ongoing improvements in security and governance can be sustained, and if exploratory drilling confirms the seismic promise, Somalia could rapidly transform from a recipient of international aid into a major global energy exporter. The stakes are nothing less than the complete economic rebirth of the nation. Completing the trio is Djibouti, a nation that proves strategic location can be as valuable as natural resources. Djibouti plays the role of the indispensable middleman. It lacks the vast energy reserves of Ethiopia or the untapped potential of Somalia, but it possesses something arguably more critical in the short term: stability, world-class infrastructure, and a prime location. Its modern deep-water ports sit at the southern entrance to the Red Sea, directly on the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a choke point through which a significant portion of global trade and energy shipments must pass. Djibouti has leveraged this geography brilliantly, becoming the primary maritime gateway for its landlocked neighbor, Ethiopia. Modern rail links connect its ports directly to the Ethiopian heartland. Now, it aims to become the region's premier energy hub. It is the designated location for the terminal that will liquefy and export Ethiopia's natural gas. Beyond this, Djibouti is exploring its own niche energy sources, including significant geothermal potential in the Lake Assal region and abundant solar power. This strategy of providing essential infrastructure and stable transit has made Djibouti a magnet for foreign interest. So, as the race takes shape, the strategic landscape becomes clear. Ethiopia has the proven gas and hydropower resources and a massive domestic market, but it is hampered by its landlocked status and the immense challenge of financing its mega-projects. Somalia holds the wild card of vast, unproven offshore potential and a direct route to global markets, but its progress is contingent on overcoming persistent security and political hurdles. Djibouti boasts an elite location and proven stability, making it a reliable partner, but its own economy is small, and it remains dependent on the fortunes of its neighbors. This regional dynamic is not happening in a vacuum. Global players are watching closely and placing their bets. China has been a dominant force, financing and building critical infrastructure like ports, railways, and power lines across the region. Turkey and the Gulf states, particularly the UAE and Qatar, are leveraging historical ties and financial muscle to secure strategic deals and diplomatic influence. Meanwhile, Western energy companies are cautiously re-engaging, eager to secure exploration rights in one of the world's last true energy frontiers. Every new pipeline laid, every port expanded, and every exploration contract signed has the potential to reshape regional alliances and redraw global trade routes. The competition is not just between the African nations themselves, but also among the external powers backing them. The bottom line is this: the Horn of Africa's energy race is one of the most critical geopolitical and economic stories of our time, yet it remains largely under the radar. It is a complex interplay of three core elements: the natural resources buried underground and offshore, the critical infrastructure needed to extract and transport them, and the international partners required to finance and build it all. The nation that can most effectively align these three components, resources, infrastructure, and partners, will not just win lucrative contracts, it will gain the power to set the economic agenda for the entire region for decades to come, lifting millions out of poverty and securing a new place on the world stage. The race has just begun, and the outcome is far from certain. It is a space we must all watch closely.